Hello everyone! So today we are reading Subrashiki Hibi. I think it's part 9. Normally I wouldn't do it in a row, but I was super interested in the story, so I thought why not reading Subrashiki Hibi again. So let's go! Her head came up to my arm, so she ended up using it as a pillow. It doesn't hurt, does it? Not at all. I see. Takashima-san? Yes. Does my arm make a good pillow? Yes, it's very comfortable. Takashima-san laughed. I definitely felt her. I could feel her touch, her fragrance, her breath. That's why I asked. My smell, my pulse, my warmth. Hey, don't worry, they are right here. I'm not a figment of your imagination or an illusion, so long as you believe that to be so. If I believe, then I exist. Existent through belief. Well, like gods. Not at all. That's an incredibly natural prerequisite. Without belief in something, a person couldn't even master the will to walk. We aren't permitted to even walk through the maze of skepticism. Your feet will falter when you begin to doubt whether the next step will plunge you into the abyss. In other words, don't doubt yourself. That's not what I'm saying. There are myriad answers without questions worth asking. I'm just saying that there's no meaning in asking them. After all, oh, she looks so cute in here. Her eyes suddenly started to droop. Regardless of whether you believe or not, I'm happy here next to you. It feels very, very nice. The warmth of the person I love is comfortable. That's all. Takashima-san nuzzled into my arm, a tranquil expression on her face. She said my arm was comfortable. Was there any meaning in doubting her words? Oh, how I wish I could stay here forever. Forever? My arm will go numb. Not that I want to lay here forever, just I want to stay in our world. Our world? Right, this world is you, and this world is mine. What do you mean? Who knows? What do I mean? Hehe. The world was dyed red as the sun began to set. Vega revealed her form in the eastern sky. Next, Deneb, finally Alter, completed the shape of the summer triangle. An enormous triangle stretched across the Milky Way. Stars dashed across the sky. The summer triangle approached the apex of the heavens. The summer triangle is all the way up here. Yes. We're almost out of time. Today is the last, isn't it? Yes. The time is approaching when the girl of the sky will meet the girl who is the world itself, right? Yes. Well then. Takashima-san took the doll and held it over the fence. I silently waited for the sky. Yuki-san. I opened my eyes when I heard her say my name. The doll she had thrown was floating in the air, and then it stood up. What? What is happening? I had to that things were a little strange before, but this time I couldn't help but gasp at the sight before me. Excuse me, Mr. Stuffed Rabbit? Yes. Are you the station master? No, not at all. Then who are you? I'm the Rabbit Station Master. So you're Mr. Rabbit Station Master then? Yes, I'm Mr. Rabbit Station Master. Putting that aside, the stuffed rabbit moved towards me. He stopped in front of me and peered at me with eyes that looked like... No, eyes that really were buttons. What? Excuse me, would you allow me to partake in one of your cigarettes? Sure. I wondered why he was here, but for the moment, I just passed him a cigarette. Oh, you have a good taste. This is quite the rare brand. Not really, it's sold at the convenience store, so it's not at all that rare. Then that's a convenience store is what's rare. Convenience stores are everywhere. Oh, there's written something on the cigarette. Are they now? Also, could you give me a light? He was awfully demanding for a stuffed toy. Sure. Whoa, be careful with that. I'm really flammable, you know? Then why you shouldn't be, maybe you shouldn't be smoking? That's a good point. Ahaha. He laughed. True, he didn't seem to pay any heed to my warning. 86,383 slash 86,400. He lit the cigarette. It tastes really good. Well, yeah. You know, they say tobacco is bad for you, don't they? Yeah, it really is, you know. Actually, that's a lie. No, it's definitely not a lie. You don't get it. You don't get it at all. You can't say that so easily because you don't smoke yourself. No, I smoke. Why else would I have a cigarette on me? I guess you're right. That's another good point. Ahaha. He laughed me off. He really didn't care about my opinion at all. He seems a bit drunk. Like, he's talking like a drunk person. The grey smoke disappeared into the darkness of the night. 86,394 slash 86,400. 86,395 slash 86,400. Oh my god, it's going up. You know, they only recently discovered that tobacco isn't all that bad for you. They actually discovered it's good for you. They did research and proved it. What? Who did research like that? The Ministry of Health and Welfare. No way. It's true. The newest statistical analysis bears it out. For young people, it's almost always good for the body. They say good medicine never tastes good, right? It's just like that. It means what's bitter is better for you. That's wrong. It's not wrong. Then what about a poison that tastes bitter? Well, of course, poison is going to be bitter. Poison and medicine are the same thing, depending on how you take it and how much you use. Poison can be medicine. That's why tobacco is a kind of medicine. Right now, the majority party is advocating the classification of tobacco as designed to health food. But still, this cigarette tastes really good. What's up with this guy? He flickered this cigarette away. It slowly fell onto the ground and scattered cinders into the air upon impact. Okay, we have the numbers again. I'm not gonna read them because I'm embarrassed that I might say something wrong. His feet began to rise off the ground. Oh, it became 0. He took out his pocket watch. Please stay behind me, the white line. It's dangerous. White line? At some point, the fence had disappeared, and it was replaced by a white line. It felt like I could step right off the roof and into the thin air. I guess anything can happen now. Not anything at all. Come on, it's dangerous, so please step back. What's that? Oh, the next streamer is a special direct train to the summer triangle. Please step away from the white line. Streamer? Steamer or streamer? What the hell? This is what surprises you? Not the fact that the doll is the station master. What? This is a steam train. Yes, it's the Milky Way Railroad. Oh, it's so pretty. The doors are opening. Well, let's go. What do you mean, let's go? Suddenly the rooftop was overflowing with people, like a train station. 2. I had no idea what they were. Aren't you going to get on? I suddenly heard a voice from behind me. Even though no one was there a moment ago. The man in front of me covered in a grime and wore tattered clothes. Oh well. I inspect your tickets. A teddy bear came out of this train and stood in front of me. Who are you? I'm the conductor, of course. Come on, if you're going to get on, please show me your ticket. The conductor? He looked just like the stuffed animal that fell on me from the rooftop. Here, Takashima-san took a small grey ticket from her pocket. How about you? Oh no, I don't. Even if I wanted to get on this mysterious train, it's not like I had a ticket. I pulled out my pockets to show I didn't have anything and pulled out a green piece of paper, about the size of a postcard, folded in four. When he saw the paper, he took it from my hand. Let me see. The conductor stood very straight and unfolded the paper carefully. Then, as he read it, he kept fidgeting and straightening the button on his jacket. What jacket? He doesn't have any jacket. What was that? Was it not a ticket after all? The station master came over too, and they both peered up at the paper and studied it intensely. I wondered if they were going to get mad at me. You got something really rare here. Did you bring this from three-dimensional space, sir? The conductor asked me that while handing the ticket back to me, but I had no idea how to respond. I don't really know. I opened the paper, and it proved to be 10 strange characters printed in the middle of a black arabesque pattern. What's this? My, this is very valuable. Is it? I can't believe you could have something like this and not know about it. What you have here is a ticket that even lets you go to the real heaven. Not just heaven, wherever you like. Why? If you have this, you ought to be able to go anywhere at all on the lines of this Milky Way railway, of the imperfect, illusory fourth dimension. No, this really is quite something. We only stop at this station for 5 minutes. Please board the train. The station, the rooftop, was a train station. What's the name of this station? Suginomiya Kita High Rooftop Station. Oh, just what you'd expect. Takashima-san and I entered a carriage lit by a row of small yellow lights. The seats in the carriage were covered with plush blue cloth and were almost all empty. We saw in one of the many empty seats. Yeah, this is like a famous CG. I saw it like a lot. Then a man who we'd seen outside started talking to us. Well then, where would you like that ticket to take you? This is kind of embarrassing, but I actually don't know where we're going. I see. How about we say, I don't have any particular place to go, but I thought I'd ride the train to Osaka. Does this train go to Osaka? Of course it does. But I don't really feel like going to Osaka. Here, look at this map. Takashima-san took out a map that looked like a circular sheet. That's a map. Oh, you didn't receive one at the station? It was sparkling stone that seemed to have been cut out of the night sky itself. Is that obsidian? Yes, that's right. This map is made of obsidian. Look, if you hold it up to the window like this... At that moment, everything before my eyes became suddenly bright, as though the light from a trillion phosphorescent squid had been frozen at the same instant and dropped down into the sky. Or as though A diamond company had pretended it was not making a good haul and had hoarded its diamonds in hopes of keeping the prices high. But someone had suddenly turned the cash upside down and scattered diamonds everywhere. Is that moonlight shining on the right riverbed? We glanced out the window and watched as the silver pampas grass of the sky that grew among the palely shining banks of the Milky Way river rippled and swayed in the rustling wind. Oh, by the way, I wanted to say this, like, this part of this CG where Zakuro is sitting. Oh my god, what did I wanted to say? Sitting, and there's like the moon and everything on the train. Um, internet, no, Needy Girl Overdose has also this similar ending to it, and a Needy Girl Overdose, I think it got inspired by Subrashiki Hibi. So it's pretty interesting because I know that Nyarolav really loves eroges and visual novels, so I'm pretty sure that he got inspired by Subrashiki Hibi for this ending. And also, someone in the YouTube comments told me about a book that I forgot the name of in English, but it was Ginga Tetsudo no Yoru in Japanese, and I actually have this next to me right now on my desk. So yeah, like I think it references from this, and that's pretty interesting too. So I'm thinking about reading this book. That's not moonlight. It's on account of the silver river of the Milky Way that it shines so. When I stuck my head out of the window, the Milky Way, I became aware of beautiful water, more transparent than glass or even hydrogen, flowing soundlessly on. It might have been a trick of the eyes, but at times the water seemed to form tiny purple ripples or shine like a rainbow. In the fields, here and there stood beautiful phosphorescent triangular markers. The far ones were small and sharply etched in orange and yellow. The near ones were large and had a slightly hazy pale blue light. Set in various configurations, some triangular, some rectangular, some in the shape of a lightning bolt or loop of chain. They filled the fields with their light. It's beautiful, isn't it? The man whispered to himself, and something caught my eye. Is that line on your hand a charm or something? The line drawn on my hand? This is something my master bestowed upon me. A very enthusiastic person. Apt? What's that? APT? To draw such lines with a pen. Oh. So his master drew a line on his hand with a pen. What's a strange person? Is there some meaning to that line? Yes, every one of these lines marks the parts of my body that my master is pleased with. This sounds weird without context. He touched one of the many lines drawn on his body and laughed mischievously. The face looked like the same man's face, a completely different man's face at the same time. It may be unforgivable that I lived to be 82. My satisfaction on that account was, however, less than you might think. You are right that a great longing for survival possessed me continually. I was in continual fear of death and continually struggling with it. I believe that the struggles against death, the unconditional and self-willed determination to live, is the motive power behind the lives and activities of all outstanding men. My 82 years showed just conclusively that we must all die in the end, as if I had died as a schoolboy. If it helps to justify me, I should like to say this too. My nature had much of the child in it. Its curiosity and love for endless and play. Well, and so it went on and on, till I thought that sooner or later there must be enough of play. When he read out that description, I got that feeling that I knew him from somewhere. Where have you come from? Takashima-san asked that of the man in front of us. I was in the service of a wise master. Uh, but for a time I separated from my master and approached the house of my king. That was because I thought more people than just myself should know of my existence. I had many friends in that mansion, and many guests came every day. People who were shocked, who laughed, who cried, who were enraged. I met with many people like that. That was the wonderful everyday that my master allowed me. Another title of the game. Your master truly valued you, didn't he? Yes, truly. Even after I've aged many years and been burned by the flame, I still have the ability to come here. I suppose this is what they call destiny. Would you mind if I touch your hand? Of course, if you wish. Takashima-san softly grasped the man's outstretched hand. Seriousness is an accident of time. It consists, I don't mind telling you in confidence, of putting too high a value on time. I too once put too high a value on time. For that reason, I wish to be 100 years old. In eternity, however, there is no time. You see, eternity is a mere moment, just long enough for a joke. Are you able to read that line? I can't read it because it is. Because your master drew it on you. As a playwright shapes a drama from a handful of characters, so do we from the pieces of the disintegrated, self-built-up, ever-new groups, with ever-new interplay and suspense, and new situations that are externally inexhaustible. It takes hold of some music played where you please, without distinction, stupid or coarse, lamentably disordered, to boot, and chucks it into space to land where it has no business to be. And yet, after all this, it cannot destroy the original spirit of the music. It can only demonstrate its own senseless mechanism. It's inane meddling and marring. Listen, then, you poor thing, listen well. You have need of it. And now you hear not only a huddle who, disfigured by radio, is all the same, in this most ghastly of disguises still divine. You hear as well and you observe, most worthy sir, a most admirable symbol of our life. When you listen to radio, you are a witness of the everlasting war between idea and appearance, between time and eternity, between the human and the divine. It little becomes people like you to be critics of radio or of life either. Better learn to listen first. Learn what is to be taken seriously and laugh at the rest. Is that how it is? The man looked at my expression and understood everything. I remember it being smaller than that, too. It was a pocket size. That's right. You often took me along to the cafe. Please look at the cross in the stars. Does it make you remember a poem from another day? When I looked out the window. Oh, that's so pretty. Reminds me of Evangelion. Far downstream, emerging like a single tree out of the invisible water of the river, across a studded with lights of blue, bitter orange and every color under the sun, and crowned with a pale white halo of cloud. But we are above you, ever more residing in the either star's translumined eyes. No, not day nor night, nor times diving. We are not age nor sex, for our device. All your sins and anguish self-affrighting. Your murders and lascivious delighting are to us as but a show, like the suns that circling go, changing not our day for night. On frenzy's life we spy, and refresh ourselves thereafter, with the stars in order leading. Our breath is winter in our sight. Faust, the dragon of the sky, cool and unchanging, is our eternal being. Cool and star bright in our eternal laughter. A current of excitement ran through the train. All that could be heard here and there was a happy cry, as when a child leaps up and plucks a gourd, or a sigh, ineffably deep and humble. Then gradually the cross came abreast of their window, and they could see the circlets of clouds, pale and as the flesh of apples slowly gently churning. Hallelujah, hallelujah! The voices of these people resounded bright and joyful, and from the farthest reaches of the sky, that chill sky, everyone heard this indescribably fresh, transparent call of a trumpet. Then, passing a cluster of signals and electric lamps, the train gradually slowed, until at last it came to a full stop directly opposite the cross. I'm happy that I had the chance to meet you. We'll walk from space to space in grand progression, and should not cling to one as homestead for us. The cosmic spirit will not bind nor bore us. It lifts and widens us in every session. For hardly set in one of life's expanses, we make it home, and apathy commences. But only he who travels and takes chances can break the habit's paralyzing stances. It might be even that the last of hours will make us once again your full lover. The call of life to us forever flowers. And on my heart, say farewell and recover. Thank you. In the next instant, his form had disappeared. The train was over half empty now. All at once, it had become lonely and deserted with the wind rushing in. We looked and saw all the people kneeling devoutly on the shores of the Milky Way river in front of the cross. We saw a godlike figure robed in white approaching with outstretched arms across the invisible water of the heavenly river. But at that moment a glassy whistle blew, and just as the train was beginning to move, a silvery mist rolled smoothly in from farther downstream and blocked their view. Yuki-san. Then the only passengers left were the two of us. There's the coal sack over there. It's a hole in the sky. I looked where she was pointing. That looks like a black hole. In one part of the heavenly river gaped a huge pitch black hole. I could not tell how deep the bottom was or what might be inside. No matter how much I peered into it, rubbing my eyes, I could make nothing out. Only my eyes began to smart. Those were all lines out of night on the Milky Way Railroad. Indeed, our story ended with a story. This is where Giovanni and Campanella have to part ways. This was the final stop for their story. Yes, that's right. Then from here on out, I have to walk alone. Yes, I see, so that's how it is. When had I realized? No, I got the feeling there was no when. I'd probably understood everything from that moment. The girl who is the word itself was me. Oh, I thought it was Zakuro. Yes. And the beginning and end of the sky that you were looking for. That was the end of the illusionary world sky and the beginning of the sky in the real world. So you were looking for the border between the illusionary world and the real world. The illusionary world and the real world, is it? I wish they were so clearly demarked. I just tried to return you to your original world. Because you got caught in this. Caught up in this. I got caught up, huh? From that we lit rooftop. A girl jumped over the fence. I saw it happen. Wait, I definitely did hear a loud sound, at least for a moment. The moment that a doll touched my skin. That evening, it wasn't a doll that fell from the rooftop, was it? No, that was me. You were the one who fell. Yes. And that's how you hit me. So they are both dead? Yes, that's how it happened. I see. Which means that the destination of this Milky Way railroad is a pretty boring place. A boring place? After all, wouldn't that mean we're going to wake up in a hospital bed? So like, it's like I don't know how to explain, but they are like dreaming right now. Like they are in another world, but that time Zakuro fell onto Yuki, and they both like died, not died, but lost their consciousness, and right now they are dreaming the same thing. I don't understand. You don't? No, not really. Or we might even wake up in heaven, right? No, I don't think that world exists. Then hell, maybe. That world doesn't exist either. The world ahead is a familiar sight. It is a world filled with ordinary sights. So at the very least, I'll be going back somewhere. Yes, beneath the sky where the three stars of Vega, Alter, and Deneb shine. Beneath the sky. This is our parting. Yeah, I guess it is. I'm sorry. What? No, what is happening? You don't need to apologize now anymore. Then please let me say one more thing. One more thing? Thank you. You were the one who gave me life. I always loved you. I'm sure I was just a nuisance, but I'm thankful that I was able to meet you again in this world. I'm thankful that you let me experience something so wonderful, even as I was walking this world that I must walk alone. In my short life here in this world that you call an illusion, I made many memories. Even it is an illusionary world, they're the best memories I have. Even if it is just a cheap, good for nothing dream world, even then the time I spent with you, every day was wonderful. This is so sad. Like half of it I didn't understand, but this is so sad. I mean, okay, this is like a very it's getting so good. Like I'm super invested in this. But let's finish this for today. Next time part 10. Oh my god. I need to know like what happened. Like what will happen next. So yeah, thank you for watching and goodbye.